And you're still watching TCP. So, okay, Mikel, I know our viewers would like to get to know more of you. So, let's start from your humble beginnings. So, who is Mikel Balansag, by the way?
Hirap yan self-introduction. I'm an HR professional. I'm a Kapampangan. Studied in 3 schools for university. And I'm a people manager. I lead people.
Actually, looking back, what was your dream growing up?
So when I was really young, limited lang kasi yung mga dreams mo eh. So ang dream ko talaga ay maging doktor growing up. Kasi I'm a medyo broken family eh. So parang ang goal ko is to make sure na I take care of my mom. So yun ang goal ko growing up. And then come high school, parang I admired my mga prof ko. So I shifted na parang okay, I also wanted to be an educator. I want to inspire people. Pero in college, parang okay, medyo mas naging practical. So I took up a business degree and then later on took on units in law. So yun, and from operations, I shifted to HR. Pero so iba-iba, pero I feel like at this point, nahanap ko na talaga kung ano yung gusto kong gawin.
Correct. Parang sabi ko nga, it's okay to keep on changing dreams.
Yes.
For as well as, make it sure that you look for a certain job where you can put value, diba? Like what you are doing right now. So, did you ever imagine, Mikel, yourself leading people the way you do now?
No, not at all. I have always been an introvert, sa totoo lang. And I don't like people, dealing with people talaga, growing up. So, kaya ako gusto mag-doktor eh. Parang sarili mo lang yung mundo mo, ganyan. And then, nag-shift lang nung high school days up to college. But, I've always thought that I'd be in operations. I was working for an international bank kasi. And I've always thought I'd be in operations. Kasi, handun na rin yun eh. Parang I feel like I'm doing the same kung ano yung goal ko. Like, I'm teaching people, I'm coaching them. So, parang feeling ko yun na rin yun. And then yun nga, when I shifted to HR, parang okay, may mas bigger calling pa pala. May mas bigger, you can do something that has bigger impact. So, and then I shifted to being an entrepreneur, pero still focusing on HR. Yun yung talagang sobrang struggling. Kasi you have zero background. Yes, pinag-aralan mo siya.
Pero before that, let's talk about your first job ever.
Okay,
Which
sige.
industry ito? Anong industry yung first job mo?
So my first job was for an international bank with operations dito. Sort of like a BPO, pero sarili nila yung BPO nila dito sa BGC. So I was very young back then. Kasi I finished college really early. So from Pampanga, I moved to BGC for work and doon na nag-umpisa.
So ano yung lesson na na-learn mo from your first job na dala-dala mo siya
hanggang ngayon?
Hanggang ngayon. Kasi most likely meron eh.
Yes.
Diba from being an employee becoming to a CEO or business owner, most likely may mga values ka or lessons
and
nadala mo.
I believe, no, Sam, na your first job is always the most important job of your career. And I've seen people na yung first job talaga yung pinakamatagal nila. Kasi ang hirap iwanan. Yun na yung naging comfort zone mo. So ang hirap niyang iwanan. And then when you start leaving, parang ang hirap nang hanapin yung nakasanayan mong comfort. Same thing nangyari sa akin. It was a very fantastic organization. Ang ganda ng treatment sa people. Ang ganda ng mga process ng policies. Wala kang maireklamo. Until today, wala kang maireklamo. And yun yung medyo nag-set ng core ko as a professional on how to deal with people, on how makisama in an organization, and how to lead people. So hanggang ngayon, dala-dala ko sila. And same yung values na ginagawa ko all throughout.
So next question is, what was the most humbling experience during your early career days? Humbling experience?
Siguro personal to
Siguro
medyo
lang
personal
yan.
siya
How
eh.
much was your first salary? Yun na lang.
First salary?
Kasi it's very humbling.
Mababa
To compare
ang first
your
salary
salary
ko.
right now.
Oo, sobrang baba. Ang first salary ko, parang isang kinsenas siya. Hindi pa umabot ng 7K sa isang kinsenas. Ganong level. And nangungupahan ako sa BGC area. Tapos hindi pa umabot ng 7K.
Hindi pa naman BGC, hindi pa siya BGC way back, no?
BGC na siya.
BGC na
pero
siya.
wala pa yung mga
Wala pa yung mga building
McKinley,
and all.
wala pa
wala,
yung mga
wala pa
yan.
yan ng araw,
Pero
yes.
BGC na siya. Mga St. Luke's area. Pero to me back then, actually, proud na ako kasi pinaghirapan ko siya eh.
Oo.
So sobrang proud ko na talaga. In fact, I even took a photo of my check, of the first check. And that check, naka-hang siya sa home
At
office
saka
ko.
actually, it factors coming from Pampanga province. Like myself, di ba, I came from Davao City, then I was able to work in Makati. So andun yung, andun yung parang belief na, well, BGC boy ka,
Oo.
Makati boy ako, di ba?
Oo.
Fuck with the salary and all.
Oh, bata ka pa eh.
Bata ka pa eh.
Basta maganda
di
yung
ba?
office, okay na ako.
Correct. Tas, if people would ask around, like, people would ask you, saan ka nag-work? Well, Makati. So, alam mo yun, iba yung feeling eh. Yung mga...
Iyabang ng konti.
Yung mga social
Oo.
climbing moments natin before. So, what do you want people to remember about your leadership?
I want people to remember my leadership as true family-like. No? Lagi sinasabi to sa mga organizations na parang we work as a family, we're family here. Pero the truth is, kung pamilya kayo, family would call you out. Diba? Pagkasabihan ka, papagalitan ka, you'd have misunderstandings. But at the end of the day, the goal is to help you grow. I think yun ang totoong family. Hindi yung puro positive.
Correct.
Hindi yung iniiwasan i-call out yung faults mo. And that's how I deal with people. And that's my management style, my leadership style. Is to let you know kung mali ka, papagalitan ka, we'll celebrate your success with you, we'll celebrate your personal success with you, we'll join you in your professional and personal milestones. And it creates the biggest impact in their organization. And when I start seeing people who would leave to move for another organization, and they'll come back and say, boss na po ako ngayon, and yung mga actions ko naka-based sa kung paano kayo before. Yun yung biggest, yun yung biggest joy na parang okay na ako, nakapag-inspire na ako ng iba, and magtutuloy-tuloy na siya. So I think that's my legacy.
Parang looking back na, Mikel, di ba, when I first met you, parang ang bilis ng panahon, di ba?
Baby pa ako nun.
Here we are now. So if someone wrote a book about your life and career, what would be the title? Sige nga. At least 3 titles, Mikel. Malay mo.
Ang hirap nga ng isa eh, tapos 3 pa. 3 title.
Sige, isa lang, isa.
3 title for siguro...
About your life and career. The Untold Story, ganun ba to? The Magnificent Pikel.
More of the struggles of a Kapampangan boy. Parang something na ganun.
Okay.
Kasi ang daming struggle talaga.
Correct. So do you think success changes people or reveals who they really are?
I definitely think na success changes people, and it can be good or bad. Depende rin kasi sa background mo as a person. If you've come from chill, if you've come from comfortable, then success would look like a pedestal to you na parang sobrang taas ko na, ganyan, na parang ang baba nyo. Pero if you've come from dirt, ganyan, if you've come from sobrang hirap, success would look like parang nakahinga ka.
Correct.
And you wanted the people around you to feel the same, and you want to inspire more people na kinaya ko nga to eh. Ito lang ako, tapos kinaya ko to. So kaya mo din. So I think it can go both ways, pero dependent talaga siya sa kung ano yung naging upbringing mo as a person.
And that's what exactly people like you would say.
Oh, hindi scripted yun, ha? Hindi scripted yun. Genuine yun.
Correct. So if given a chance to talk to your 20-year-old self, fresh grad, what would you say to him?
Laban lang. Laban lang. My 20-year-old self was always nakatago sa CR kasi iyakin.
Iyakin ka ba?
Oo,
Parang
sobra.
hindi naman.
Naka CR kasi hindi mo nakikita.
This is part of you being an introvert?
Tsaka yun nga, you're a probinsyano. Tapos nagpunta ka ng
syudad,
Manila.
ng
Tapos
city.
wala kang friends, wala kang money, hindi ka galing sa mayaman na pamilya. you have very little salary, tapos you have to pay for bills at a very young age.
For everything.
And then you have to send money back home.
Correct.
Diba?
True.
Parang wala kang escape eh. Parang naipit ka sa sitwasyon na there's no escape. So, ang escape mo lang ay ilabas siya. And there are countless times na parang ayoko na talaga, hindi ko na kaya. Parang you're thinking of ano ba ang best escape para dito. So, ang sabihin ko sa kanya, laban lang. Kasi lahat ng pinagdadaanan mo ngayon and pagdadaanan mo in the future is preparing you sa kung sino magiging ikaw in the future. And these struggles will be your success stories. And isang araw pupunta ka sa isang podcast para sabihin
Correct,
ito.
diba? Behind every success, there's a story talaga,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
So, okay. My final question, Mikel, is what are the values in life you've learned when you were a kid that you can say that helps to be in your status now?
Na maging flexible. Na maging flexible talaga. Na to be grateful kung ano yung meron. So yun ang values na nakuha ko growing up. Kung ano yung flexible in a way na
In a way.
kung meron, kung wala. You have to be agile. Kung available to, make use of it. Kung hindi available, you have to be creative. So, mas malalim pa yon, pero yun ang nadala ko up to today na parang
Correct.
gawin na natin to kasi kaya natin. Pag nagkaroon ng problema, let's deal with it later. Kung hindi kaya, anong pwedeng gawin para kayanin? So because of that, you get to be creative. Dahil pinagdaanan mo na lahat, parang fearless ka na. Kasi
Correct.
pagdaanan ko na lahat ng yan,
Let's take
nahirapan na ako. So ano pa bang ihihirap ko at this point?
Okay, all right.